perfect rap. Okay, time to go back to day 3. Trial. Is this where I was last time? I think this is where I was last time. That was a close one. We were saved by hair, but that's all that counts. I thought I was serious about coming home about 3 times during the trial. Me too! Really? You both seem so confident. So, was this after when I spoke to Cody and I got the picture about Studio 2? Let me double check. No, I didn't get it, but I gave the medicine bottle to, what's his name, but ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too! Dead? Ho ho, of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. There's no way in hell I could have figured this out unless I just somehow used my noggin on this one. In this game, you have to use your noggin. Like, non-stop. You can't just take it easy. Give me a second, I gotta take my robe off and I gotta turn the heater on and stay warm. Now, where was I? Even though I'm taking the bathroom robot, but I wanna get up. Okay, sorry about that. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Sniff. Did he wear a cravat during those few seconds? So this is after the day 2? So we're gonna save again, obviously. Yes. I don't know why I said saving, but it's gonna ask me to save it anyways. Oh well. Hey, it's a star right there. Yes, it is. Alright, go to offices. Hey, live streaming. Doink! October 19th, 327, Wright and Co. Law offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. So that's Maya. Maya! So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Either the director or the producer, because the Steel Samurai, whoever was wearing the Steel Samurai costume, well, it was Jack Hammer who was wearing the costume. Don't know why, because he was the one that struck down. He was the one who was wearing the costume, and he went to Studio 2, and the path was blocked for some time, and he got murdered in one of the 2 places. So the suspects in that area, because the whole place was blocked off, is either D. Vasquez or Salmonella. Now, all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick! Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. So you got 3 days max to finish it, otherwise your client is guilty, no matter what. Well, we've no time to waste, because this requires so much of our time and effort. But I should probably skip this and tack the Mia. The Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah, but Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. And why. Alright, let me just post a live stream to everybody. At everyone. Live stream! Doink. Okay, so now... Okay, here we go. The director's alibi. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear the director and the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh? Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Yes. Why? Because it's always part of the the Japanese way to have women to exhibit more emotions. Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP. Powers, right. Okay. Now move. Detention Center to talk to Powers. October 19th, Detention Center, visitor room. Where the hell did you get that tissue? Because I saw that for a second. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Oh, could you not look like you're about to burst in tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in here. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I could do to help. Ha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. I don't know, I'm standing here, just talking to people. Please, this is no laughing matter. I need to question you. I need to interrogate you. For Dr. Miller, Mr. Hammer, those three people. Can you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius. She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on the scenes, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and? And what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. By who? Director Manila. Can you tell me anything about Director Manila? Or Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call. Though, whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Alright. Who said what, and why, and how? What do you... Wait, did you sneeze? No, I did not! No. Or are you spitting something out? Spitting. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. And you're like, LOL! Oh. You can still comment in the live stream chat. I can actually see what you are saying there. Yes, you're in fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. Mr. Hammer? That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Huh. Anything about this? No. No. Yeah, here's the picture again. Is that really Jack Hammer inside the suit? He's the only one who could have seen it. Okay, let me just, double check. The lab strong. So I can see everything. He's the only one who could have been. Alright, British Sapiens. Nobody in there. All chat. Okay. Okay, why would he? Yeah, why? You're the medium. Why don't you sum up? Why don't you sum up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself? Give me about 3 more years. Look at us, the two novices. Okay, this, the guy map. Nope. Nope. Nap. Samurai spear. Right, regarding the murder weapon, yes. Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think an average person will be able to swing it around effectively. And that spear that broke something during the morning run through? I don't know how to chat with you there. The live chat to the right. I'll show you. Doink. Okay, here we go. Oh yes, I goofed on the round kick. You see? I broke the sphere. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. Yeah, but if it was broken and then fixed, how could it still be used as the murder weapon? No, Mr. Monkeyhead. No. The picture. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? Well, what's that? I've never seen these steel samurais in my life. These are steel samurais that appear at live shows. Fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think, huh? I mean, so much of these kids, you know? Sniff. The camera. No. Alright, I went through everything with him, so I guess I have to go to the main gate, where Old Bag is there. October 19th, Gold Studios main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard's down. Yeah, I bet we could even eat these donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. Because in Japan, threatening someone with death is somehow a joke. Alright, I got a question. I seem to have a question for those three people. I was wondering about the D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwiz. Love her! So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. And really... Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Okay, what about Director Manila? Director Manila! Can I ask you about the salmonella? Why does his name sound like a disease? Maybe because that is the name of a disease. I don't know! I haven't got that much knowledge on diseases. Even though I went through one myself. Sal, he's a soft pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? Or no, it doesn't, Maya. Because when you have connections to other people, when you are willing to be famous, sometimes you are willing to be treated like dirt. Mr. Hammer. Hammer time. About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this! Uh-oh, she's really pissed at this time. He was to me, whippersnapper, my poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he can sneak away by me? He would never stoop so low, it's possible. Blah, 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 blah. What do you have to say about this? Nada. Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking. No. No. Ooh. What? Get that filth out of my way. Yo! There you are. You actually commented in the live stream. And you're claiming that's poor old Hammer in there. And I thought you were such an innocent youth. Bah! Got a map. No. Nah. Noida. This. You don't think. You never think. This. This. No. Yo. Bananas. You trying to call me a banana again? Alright, employee area. Global Studios employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. Because a murder scene just happened the other day. And everyone's like, holy shit, I don't want to go near that. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, 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 no touching! Eek. Oh, sorry, pal. You're so fluffy! Thank you. I just showered today, and I took a nap. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. You see, Star? She's not the only one that likes to have a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic, indeed. Ahem! Anyway, I'm here to examine the plan on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces up there. Uh-huh. Can I look at stuff? Oh, they've seen wisdom at last. They know if they fix it again, it'll just kick it off. That poor assistant. No. The gray used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. There's a half-finished backdrop. I don't know if it's half-finished. An electric bike. I want to floof your hair! Looks like one of the electric bikes. I don't know about these. What's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up the hill. Now, the plates on the table. Why is he so concerned with this? The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone in one of the plates, minus the steak. What is up with that? There's the door of the dressing room. It's not locked. The sign of the dressing room. It's not signed. The window of the dressing room. It's not clear. The blah blah blah. The blah blah blah. In my ear. No clues here. Why did it? Bleh. That's where they keep all the filming equipment. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh? So normal. Just like me. Okay, time to go into the dressing room and see who's there. There's Penny. Where's Brain? Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore. What? What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! You are not normal. I am not normal. Examine everything. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It is kind of dusty outside. A bunch of kimono Japanese outfits. I look really trashy in one of those. There are some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. Those are clothes? Wouldn't you like it if you were... Wouldn't like it if you were normal. What is normal? Looks like someone was sleeping here. Oh, sorry, I haven't cleaned up here yet. I'm sorry, I didn't touch it. Alright, there's a box of snacks on the table and I must give these to employees. It's completely empty. I can feel my eyes burning into the back of my neck. Ooh, sleazy! Someone's sleeping on the couch all the time. So someone ate a bunch of snacks. I bet it was salmonella. So he's probably just frickin' eating everything. It's a Powers bag. I put all WP personnel. They'll be able to come pick them up, right? I'm sure he'll come back. Yes. Alright, the samurai outfit. There's an array of cosmetics here. This is the wig used in the samurai boogie woogie. Wow, you remember, Nick. Thanks to you. Because of being a Steel Samurai fan, you'd never let me forget it. They always have mirrors in the dressing rooms. I always check my hair too when I look in the mirror. Not quite spiky as usual, I see. So frisk. So clean. Okay. Talk! Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer after I examined the whole room with you just awkwardly staring at me. Yes, on the day of the murder you went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. What rumor? Why do I keep hearing the rumors? Yeah, that hair flip. That producer had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said, apparently. Some dirt. Yeah, he just went outside. She just went outside, went to the flowers, grabbed some dirt, and then sprinkled it all over him. That's what having dirt on somebody is. What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. Blackmail. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. Starring, huh? Is that something you want to look into, star? You just got your name written all over it. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? The last episode. What do you mean by The Last Samurai? I know, it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. In the Japanese version, it would probably say, Shockmites. Which means cannot be helped. Maybe you should try starring. Maybe you should try staring. Whoever really did Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. Shite. No, no! Also, I heard Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet. You understand? How can they just do that? I don't believe there is anyone else on here. It's fine. People come in here every now and then. I had like 5 or 6 people the other day. What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll all find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. It's the program that just ends. They'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah, I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. This? And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. 5 years ago. Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? Shit. Why would someone die? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. But it was an accident, right? Why don't they just make it public? Give me a second, I gotta check something. Alright. I'm gonna turn this down and I'm gonna leave it there. There's a big star back then. They were afraid about what happened to the career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. What if I present evidence? I'm sorry. I don't know. Go shy. So this seems that way. Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? I don't know. No. 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 No, 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 no. Wow, wow. It must have taken forever to collect all these. Him. Kids love the Steel Samurai. They do, don't they? Camera. No! No! Alright, I gotta talk to old Bragg. Oh wait, I forgot to talk to Gumshoe. I didn't even talk to him yet. The Plate, the Investigation, Prosecutor Edgeworth. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the Plate back to the precinct. But I'm having the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills. See? There are traces. It'll change color. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gunshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. What? So the food on the plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Was that an algae? No! Wait, I think I should look at something. The plate. I say plate. Found the plate area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Because that was a T-bone steak. The investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. No! Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. Some people think we should switch suspects. We are really split on this one. What do you think, Detective Gunshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Edgeworth, though. What about Prosecutor Edgeworth? You didn't answer my question about letting me floof your hair. That was a question? Oh, would you let me floof your hair? Yes, I would let you floof my hair. Prosecutor Edgeworth. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed the paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa, talk about burns, pal. Shit. Oh, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with the empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. What that means? Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Found on the table in the employee area bears Jack Hammer's fingerprints. Ooh. So, what about this? No. 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 Nada. Nudity. Ooh. Looks like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going to go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests. You're being very free with your information today, Detective. Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. What? Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if anybody up there, Powers would have been done for by now. Somehow I pulled through. Now the sleeping pills. Detective, about that bottle. Oh, that? Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed that on my first sweep for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth, though. It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility. Oh, flesh. Okay. It is now time to go back to the main gate and talk to Old Bag. Oba-chan. Wait, you're still sticking around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take it over for me? The old wingmate doesn't look so good. Everybody doing their darndest to forget a hammer. Do you think me, Global Studio, is what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth. I'm starting to froth at the mouth too! But I have to get rid of it every few minutes. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Examine. Move. Can I look at things? Can I touch things? Can I move things? Can I go over things? The computer that runs the studio cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. So we're here the maps. Right here is the play area. To the left of the film. The film. Main entrance to the studio. They probably have a police officer patrol up there. The van. Looks like a studio van they probably used to carry on the film equipment. There was also one in Studio 2. Triggered. Mr. Woman, jump through this mountain of it on the desk. You can see the computer runs the camera. I need to talk to you about 5 years ago, please. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. You told! Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols? 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 Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh! Okay. Her last name was Nichols. Oh, alright. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with the jackhammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that and then recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume. I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Solbag, but I do have proof. And I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Because I have fingerprints of sleeping pill... his fingerprints on the sleeping pills that was used to drug him! Take that! Here's my proof. What? That's a little empty bottle supposed to proof. It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used the pills on Powers? She does have a point, but I found that there were traces of sleeping pills on large bone. So, I'm pretty sure he did eat this plate, which has traces of sleeping pills. So, take that! Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so. This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate. Now you're gonna fist up. I see. Naruhodo. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag, You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. Wow, this is like the first sad scene I've ever heard in a long while. What's worse, the paparazzi took a photo of it. A photo well caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez! She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Solbag, hold on a minute. Poor Miss Solbag. Here, take this. A photograph. What's in the photograph? Ooh, crap. What the hell? Someone got impaled by that fence? Holy shit. Wait a second! This is the picture! Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy at the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the other man fell to the flower block fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. 5-year-old photo. Shit! Alright. I've already showed you this. I will now show you this. Sorry. I don't want to think about it anymore. Hammer, he was the biggest star. The biggest. That accident 5 years ago is what did him in. He wanted to hide it. He didn't want anyone to know. He accidentally killed somebody. Shit. Poor silly old Hammer if he had come out and confessed. And Vasquez wouldn't have gotten her claws in him. Shit. That'll do it. Go to outside Studio 1. Anybody there? October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Huh. Can I go to Studio 1? No. I gotta go to Studio 2. There's nothing here I can look at. So, Studio 2. There you are. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hey, hello! Hi, hello! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Examine the van, the Vasquez, the dinner plate. This is where Solomon and the Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plate. Hey, so they ate the T-bone steaks too? Something wrong? I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. They ate steaks as well. But wouldn't they have to leave behind a bone? Okay. They incinerate. It's already covered in shit. Stop it! A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it pretty good shape. Looks like it'd be run fine. Sure, find a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But I got the lawyer license, which is way more important than the driver's license. The flower bed. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close to... Yeah, that... Someone got impaled on that fence. So... I've been sitting here for quite some time. This might be a junkyard. Trailer, it's unlocked. The trailer, it's locked. Closer. Inspect. Wait. Is this open? It's unlocked. Okay, so... Now I should... Ooh, talk about Mr. Hammer. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came out here on the day of the murder and... Shush. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Will Powers. Mr. Powers was the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's a killer. My fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. How do you know? Oh, dear. I don't know. Is she really it? Director Manila. I was wondering if you could tell me about Miss Manila. If you talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. Okay, so what if I present stuff to you? She's not even looking. Okay, hey, look. Okay, so fine. Move to inside the trailer. Was the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Finding it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she's still on a high from getting a rare card she needed. Exam on. Where they had the meeting. Actually, I gotta go back outside and talk to the Vasquez. I know what she wants to see. Something involving her. There's no way you can deny this. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Old bag. She means the security lady. Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Mr. Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, did you? And used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. I didn't see her go inside the trailer. Only you did. Wait a second. There's one portion of a fence part that's bent up. So, it's like this one part right here. Was it bent the day of the murder? No, that was the one that, someone got killed there. Huh. Alright, move to the trailer. You came. Well then, what was you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Mr. Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing a kid's show for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. Accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? Intentional? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Who would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you and me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out and gave of his hand. She gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He would have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. What? Shit, boys. Oh, God. You called in reinforcements. Lots of them. You had plenty of friends. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at racing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be a race? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it all? Oh, gosh. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, you raced away. No! Oh, God. Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez. You're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow in court. I'll be looking forward to it. She was going to cover it up. She's behind it all, isn't she? My gosh, she's got a lot of reinforcements at her disposal. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late. Do I still have the photo? I still have the photo. Good! I secured the evidence! All is well. A little late with my interests. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gunshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gunshoe? Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Yeah, well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Lee Vasquez. Because she's connected to the Mafia, and she tried to hold off the photo. Shit. Save your progress up to this point? Yes. I gotta double check a few things. I'm gonna spam this shit. You thought you could spam this shit, did ya? Alright, save it. We're gonna get right to the bottom of this. So, save it. Yes. Okay, time to find out what's what. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Ooh. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Simon Joy! Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present the decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss Steve Vasquez to the stand. Steve Vasquez is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Steve Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. Question mark? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Oof! Got her there. Got him there. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down. So to speak. Oh god, this is gonna be a hard one. The day of the murder. Enter the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to the Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 50-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Miss Hammer's body there when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with what the monkey's head toppling over. Van headed... I'll use the van to drive. That's good. See, very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle. Nick, let's do it! Oh god, I feel like if I screw up, that'll be it. The day of the murder! Entered the trailer. A little before noon. Hold it! Did you? By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. She's gonna answer in monosyllables. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. Hold it! What makes you so sure about that? Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about it. Shit. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. So stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Ooh. She's got everybody by the balls. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Hold it! What rehearsal? And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it would be between those times. You'd think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Miss Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold it! Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means that what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. Oh, someone happened. You free for the rest of the day? Yes, after the live stream. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Hold it! And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops! It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Hold it! Something off about that. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence to prove she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. Because you don't say a lot and people don't get it. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Let me look at the evidence first. Let me just compare this. Fatigued has Sal take me at 2:30. Time of death. It took 2:30. We don't know if something happened, so we gotta find something that contradicts. Ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Found an employer on interest. What if I save it and come back? Okay, something has to be off about this, because this... I don't know, I feel like if I get this wrong... Seed plate found in the employee area on it traces a sleeping pill and a large bone. An empty one. But this... The other ones didn't have bones. So, up! Objection! Ha! As I thought. You claim you had a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Mr. Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate out at a table outside the trailer. In Studio 2. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too? You ate a boneless T-steak, you didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like that incinerator. I see. Then what Miss Vasquez was doing? Is it obvious, Your Honor? Meaning the samurai meaning the Steel Samurai. She didn't want to be seen eating. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai! Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Ooh. Accusing Miss Vasquez Wright of murder. Mr. Wright! Isn't it a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let's have a little battle of wits, you and I. Okay. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick! Okay. Let me just save it first because I don't want to frag up badly. Just in case. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, the samurai spear? Yes. I am, as you say, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, but there was something else. You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon, pretty much as anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes, however, that has no bearing on the case. Meaning, the samurai sphere was not the murder weapon. What? I think I know what was. What is the meaning of this? The sphere was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai sphere was not used as a murder weapon. Because it had been repaired and mended with duct tape. Ha! I present this proof, the so-called murder weapon. But this is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the sphere broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the sphere. It was all the security lady. She's fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume through the chest? With a broken weapon. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Ooh. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I think I can! Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I know what it was. It was this. The fence killed him, because it killed an actor before! I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. So, the picture, the 5-year-old photo. Take that! Look at this photo. Wow, it actually worked. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does it have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man on this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Is also what happened a few days ago. Has happened again! Ah! A battle of wits, huh? Mr. Wright, continue! It's 2:30 on the day of the murder. Mrs. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs into the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that caused another man to die? 5 years ago. By being pierced down the fence. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ho ho, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. No. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright. Let's say for the sake of the argument that Hammer died on the trailer as you say. I'm gonna save it again. Because you never know. As you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 50 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed up the stairs to his death and carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, who could have possibly done it? She had another way. She couldn't deal with it. I bet she could move it. She was not physically strong, so that rules that out. She couldn't deal with it, but she was the only one there, so that rules these two out. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for the matter, there's no need for her to do that deed in 15 minutes. And there's no way for you to carry that body! Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Here! Take that! Mr. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it! Aha! Recalling your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so I went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Ah, you used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, right? Don't forget that it was Sal that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila? I think Sal was run, so... no. Of course he wasn't. Ha! So without Mr. Manila noticing anything, she put the body in the van. And managed to put the body in the costume? Are you just suggesting the impossible? Of course I'm not serious. Oh shit, I frigged up. I was kidding, to lighten up the proceedings. Lighten? You can't lighten up a murder! Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims of jest. Yes, Your Honor. Of course, Sal Manila has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Shit, I forgot the fact that she was that fatigued. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to do it because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in a small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Is she gonna confess the murder? So, what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? She's not confessing to it. She's still gonna play hardball. It's gonna get harder than that. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of the battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Oh, shit. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today, and if you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do we do now? Testify again. Testify. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify, what's the point? I only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I already said all there is to say. What would happen if I was to say it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! To come so far, only to fail. She was just gonna walk away from something like that? It seems there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh, shit. You tried to... No, it didn't work. Objection! The witness... Shit, I forgot what I was about to ask. Okay, is that the real one now? Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness! I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have to do anything by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I do see a little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I wanted to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Heck. Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? Probably realized that she did it too? He wants to help us out, and he wants me to find out what the hell is in her testimony? But, as he said, he always gets a guilty verdict. After all that, Edgeworth. After finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the chair to get my script and direction notes, then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Twist the truth. Find the key, you need to twist the truth out of her. Right. I don't know. This one's blind. I don't know. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. Sal and Oldbag. Hold it! Were those the only people? What time was it? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Press harder, back off. Press harder? Maybe. I gotta be careful there. I didn't ask if you were stuffing any bodies in a costume, but I'll let up. I better leave this one be. I'm sure she's right there. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Hold it! Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body laying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Seems like she's putting the question on me. Oh, press harder? Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murder body and no person was missing, right? What? Wouldn't you normally go looking for a missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one was there thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often let him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. I want to press hard on the other one. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in the costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in your costume? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy. The witness will continue your testimony. Okay, so immediately call the police. Then Powers showed up. Hold it! What was everyone else doing at that time? No one else said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. I think I already did, but everybody asked me not to do that. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Hold it! Why would she say it, Oldbag, the security lady? Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said that because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course I heard after that all the fact. The photograph, meaning that the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything else here I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Why? You asked to be left out. Yes, it seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question! Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot of writing on that with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure professionals helped convince everyone that they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and the direction notes. Hold it! The script and your direction notes? Yes, they were quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Director notes. Hold on a second. The notes were still there. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could have think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Mr. Vasquez? Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said that she didn't bring a script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what this means? She would have to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. So Edgeworth is helping out. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, what you just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would have made such a move. Are you thinking of a career change to defense? You wish to help us out. But why? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my roles here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I couldn't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? Ooh. No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. I feel like there's something here that I should do. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Okay. How did she know? She wasn't there. It was... How many people were left there? Hold it! How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to pay again here, or everything will be done will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him! I was with Sal. The police. The security lady will beg. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I knew that Hammer was injured, and I couldn't do any action scenes. So I left them... I was injured, so I couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. There's gotta be something here, but what? I was injured. Wait a second. It's the picture, because he's dragging his legs here. Objection! I somehow knew it. You knew that Hammer was injured. Because when D. Vasquez met the Steel Samurai, he was dragging his leg. She thought that the Steel Samurai was Will Powers. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Huh? Let me know when you're free. Okay, Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in the photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers. Not Mr. Hammer. Now, why do you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manilow was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? You saw Hammer, you heard Mr. Manila wrong. You heard it wrong! You must have heard Mr. Manila wrong. Even though he said Mr. Powers was injured, you thought he was talking about Mr. Hammer. Now that you mention it, yes, I believe you're right. I'm sure that's what happened. Yeah, Nick, you're supposed to be putting her on the spot, not helping her out. Alright, I just talked myself out of that one. Quick, start over. Mr. Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume, and when he went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were so confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Ooh. Order! Order! I love order. Witness, can you refute this claim? Uh-huh. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Irk, why are the real killers always so persistent? Well, I screwed up a couple times, but that's fine. At least I'll finish this off. Why in the world could I want Mr. Hammer's dead? Had he fallen on hard times before, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing! Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say in the matter? In other words, can you prove that she had a motive? Why? I can prove it, I can't prove it. I don't know. Was there a reason why Miss Vasquez would want to kill Mr. Hammer? No, like, she was running him hard, but it wasn't deathly. No. Nick, no, saying that you can't prove meaning defeat. She'll get away, but... Well, what proof could I possibly have? I don't care if it's a possibility you have to fight this one. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show you. Shit, I'm gonna prove it anyways! Present to the court the evidence Miss Vasquez had I don't know! What am I going to prove? What evidence do I have that... motive in the murder? Would it be the photo? Take that! Oh, that is a proof. It was! This is the photo from before? I don't know why I'm submitting this, but it's out there and I have to... The photo reveals the motive. It does? That's right, I'm right, Miss Vasquez. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of the scene. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. So the photo was the cover-up. Oh, that was the dirt. Ladies and gentlemen, the case is currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His skill weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. That's what I was thinking of, but I didn't think he would want to kill him. Bringing us to the present day, Mr. Hammer's last role as evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet we've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of a useful man. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. She had no motive. I don't know. She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. And all Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Oh. So, Mr. Hammer was pissed off at her, but she pushed him out of self-defense. Okay. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez! Ooh. What? Oh, this... Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. So the reason why he stole the costume is to get back at Dee Vasquez. Ooh! Oh! She cracked. You did, didn't you? She looks serene. Yes, I am guilty. It was me. She's confessing. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez! What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. She's living it all over again. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! No! How could this... It was an accident! Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene in... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him! Miss Vasquez... No! Please, please don't die. Please! Shindanai. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. So she confessed to the murder. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. Not being arrested? Huh, I see. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found... so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes. Yes, you're right. It's not a miracle because... Edgeworth had some hand in it. Okay. The defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty! Musai.
Not Yuzai. Yuzai would be very bad.
That is all. This court is adjourned. I did it. Again, for the third time. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for this murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Why did Mr. Hammer blame me? Show evidence? Well, this is what Mr. Hammer wanted to blame because I'm thinking of the kid's path to glory. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was a Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in the kids show and the villain, to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm glad it's just all over. So am I. So am I. You gotta have some wits there. Congratulations, WP. Oh, heh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back to that sweaty costume, man. Nope, it's been burnt. Is something wrong? No, of course not. It's been burnt. Nick! Edgeworth! There he is. Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. I'm not good at small talk either. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. But Skez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Snip. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Is that how Will Ryan feels with me? Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What, friends? As if. They were rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? They were friends, weren't they? And so the curtain closed on another trial. It caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming schedule, changed. They went back to making kids shows again. Pink Princess. Oh, dear God. Nick! This is it! The new show that starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You'll have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with the Cody and that assistant. Fine, fine, I'll do it. Isn't that great that WD gets to play that lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. But then again, would he be able to fit inside that costume? Bronze Trophy, Turnabout Samurai! A brand new episode has been added. What the hell is this? Turnabout Goodbyes. My God. Episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. I really, really want to play this episode. But I gotta save it right here and take a break. Ugh. Ugh. Ah, episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. I gotta relax. That was wits end right there. You gotta be smart when you're looking at things. I played LA Noire. I played some other games that involve telling people who's lying or not. But in this case, that was slightly hard. But I managed to find out. That wasn't easy. Alright, I gotta end the live stream. I need to have something to tie my stomach over. I gotta last until Saturday. Alright, I'll see you all tomorrow. Alright?